Right, we're doing experiments on the 450 because people don't really understand what all these bits actually do. Right, this is the clutch actuator. Push the clutch in and out. Well, push it in and the clutch pushes itself out. That's that connector there. That's the gearbox. Now, up above here is a sensor. I'll put it on screen now. Now there's a connector to it. People don't really understand what this particular sensor is for. They seem to think that it tells the car where what position the gearbox is in and what number it's in, but it doesn't, because the gear change motor knows exactly where it is. I'm going to disconnect the gear position sensor and we'll start the car and drive it, see what happens. Right, you can just about see it if you're looking through the wheel arch. Right, see the big round thing there, that little round thing above it, that is the gearbox position sensor. Now I've got to try and disconnect it. I'm going to zoom in. Stand by it. Right, there's the connector. Focus. Yes. Yeah, there's the connector. And that's the sensor. I'm just going to disconnect it, or at least try to. Taking the intercooler out so you can see the top. Just above all of that, that is the gear change motor. And then this thing here, I'll get you in there to look at that. That blurry thing there, and people get confused as to what it does. They seem to think that it tells the car what position the gearbox is in, where it actually doesn't. The actual gear change motor knows the position it's in, and it's already taught itself to know exactly which position the gears are. So that is only actually used when you align the gearbox using an MB star or whatever. So to prove it, I'm going to disconnect it. We'll see how the engine runs with it disconnected. There you go, after much swearing and levering and breaking of connectors. That's the blown up connector. And that's the sensor. Well, I won't cut so you don't. So I'll just start it off. See, reverse, 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 and we go backwards. And it's still disconnected. So that should prove to you that that is only required when you're using diagnostics to align the gearbox, because it sort of double checks against what the motor can see. That knows exactly where each one is. So what it does, it moves it to one position, it learns the data from the two sensors in the gearbox motor, moves to the next one, and then it can work out the rest. And it rarely ever loses alignment for that particular motor, but when it does, and then you try and realign the gearbox and it keeps coming out with complaints saying that it can't do it, it's usually because that has failed. Now people think, well, it can't have failed because literally just before I started trying to align the gearbox, it could drive perfectly fine. That thing could have died years ago, and they often do. They're not particularly well sealed. it'll probably be full of green shit and corrosion. So you only ever find out it's broken when you go to use it. Problem being is, Smart don't do them anymore, so they're all second hand. So you can try taking it off. It's just a pair of bolts. You can try cleaning the contacts, maybe flooding it with a bit of contact cleaner. Move it around to try and get the contact cleaner in and put it back on. It might work. Otherwise, you might have to find a second hand one that's in good condition, because they don't sell them anymore. Just a quick addition. You can probably hear air conditioning because it is like a getting up and up here. I think I found options. That looks exactly the same. They look the same. And they're actually for Can-Am quads and trikes. So give it a go when they're the same looking connector as well, and they look the same. They're actually available on Amazon and eBay. Now I'm not saying that they definitely fit or they definitely work or they're the same resistance, but there you go, Can-Am. If you're already stuck, give it a go, give it a try. If it works, let me know.